All right, I want to talk about using a Flexi Leash today. I said it, Flexi Leash. Right, so here's the deal. Everybody gives you a ton of shit about using Flexi Leashes. Any piece of equipment used the wrong way is ridiculous. Obviously, I could choke a dog to death with a bag of cookies. If you use anything wrong or poorly, it sucks. So congratulations. These used poorly suck. Prong collars used poorly suck. E-collars used poorly suck. Bag of fucking cookies used poorly sucks. So let's just get past that argument of anything people use it badly. Yeah, if you use it badly, it sucks. Nothing I can do for you, right? So here's the deal. If you're smart and you know how to use these, they're awesome. They're truly awesome, right? This is my version of an e-collar. I can give a dog 30 foot of freedom with this, 30 foot of freedom with this, and I can talk to him when I need to. So if I need to talk to the dog, I can tap the leash and get the dog's attention, assuming, of course, that I've trained the dog. But again, that's kind of like assuming on an e-collar. I can use the e-collar for all this stuff. Yeah, you can use the e-collar for all that stuff because you've trained the dog to respond to the e-collar. So I'm not going to take an idiot dog with no training, put him on a Flexi Leash and hope for the best. I'm going to teach him how to use the equipment. So if my dog knows how to respond to leash communication, I can use the leash to communicate. I can tap it literally just like an e-collar, right? And get their attention at 30 feet. The downside of this versus an e-collar is I only have 30 foot. An e-collar, you have 300 yards or whatever, right? Like I only have 30 foot. And it could potentially get tangled if I'm not communicative with it and I haven't taught my dog a come around command, right? So, like it could get tangled. The downside of an e-collar versus this, you don't have actual positive physical control of your dog. So like if my dog decides to go, I'm out, they can do this while they run for the deer. It's the truth. It can happen, right? It can happen. So I trade off, right? Like if I'm not thinking, I got a couple dogs that are gamers, they'll run right through an e-collar, so I put them on this. I have positive physical control of my dog, but I can still take them out and have them feel largely off leash because they have a ton of freedom, but I still have communication with them and I have positive physical control. Real quick, so again, tap, tap, just like an e-collar. My dog's over there. I realize the thing it's sniffing is a porcupine. Hey, come. They don't listen. Come. I can tap the leash, make them come back to me. It's no problem, right? People will say, your grip, this is going to get ripped out of your hand, right? And the other thing people will say is the little seam down the middle, it explodes and the thing flies out of it. I probably not going to happen. The exploding one's probably not going to happen, but whatever, it doesn't matter. Because the grip that I use when I'm dealing with something is the exact same. Now, if your dog is light and responsive, just like on an e-collar, if you turn it way down, they respond to light stem. If my dog is trained and responsive, I don't need a grip. I can literally, I'll carry it, I'll put two of these in my hand and hit it with my top knuckle. Like I just need to be able to tap, tap and get my dog to respond if they're trained and responsive. If you're dealing with a dog that is past threshold and they're out the door, then I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna put my hand on this, right? Put my hand on the case. Put my hand on the case. Just like this. Push the button. I have a grip that I would argue is as strong as any grip that you could put on whatever. If you hook this up, I'll pull 300 pounds off the floor. I'll be willing to bet. Like I can grip this in a way that I can pick up your body weights, no problem. This grip, no man, this grip, boink, comes right out of your hand, obviously. Trained dog, low stem, right? Trained dog, light tap, light grip, who cares? Dog's bolting for the woods, grip, grip, boom, and I've got positive physical control of my dog. The other thing they'll hear is, oh, when you grab this, it cuts your hand. Okay, hey, A, maybe don't grab it, just saying. B, if you're gonna grab it in a way that is conducive to a grip. This, on a rope, your hand slides up and down the rope, you're gonna jack your hand up. If I make a grip, anybody that knows how I handle leashes, like that's a grip that I like to do. If I make a grip here, again, I'll hold this, I'm not gonna get a burn because I've got a good solid grip on it. Even if that was cord, I got a good solid grip on it. This is not something I'd wanna do, but if for some reason I ever did decide to grab this thing, here, that's like this. right? That's how you use an e-collar. That's mine, right? That's how you use a Flexi leash. I can give my dog a boatload of freedom. This is my favorite leash to use when I walk my dogs. Favorite leash, because I can give them 30 feet. Man, they feel like they're not on leash. They're free. They're good. I can talk to them if I need to. I can enforce commands if I need to. And if the world goes to hell and they're like, I'm not listening to nothing, I have physical control. I can reel them in and put my hands on my dog. So it's a useful tool if you know how to use it, but practice, like understand it. Right? Don't just walk around talking on your fucking cell phone, holding this with your middle finger over the back of your shoulder, talking to your friends while this winds around 14 old ladies' legs and they bolt for a deer and cut everybody's legs off or whatever the fuck you think's gonna happen. That's that. Flexi leash, know how to use them well. Awesome tool.